past data, what has happened in the past. Based on that, we'll try to understand what we can do in future. So it is also going to identify business opportunities, is efficiency. So business opportunities means what? Let me just give you one example. I don't know whether you have seen this thing or not. If a new newspaper is going to launch in your city, what they will do first of all, they are going to go on the field, and they will knock all the doors and they will collect data. What type of data? What newspaper you are using, how frequently you are buying that newspaper. So they will collect the data, they will understand in which area, what are the majority of people using Dainik Bhaskar, what are the people of majority of people reading Times of India. And based on that, they will try to plan some strategies how we can tackle this competition. So for making the planning, that is strategic planning and predictive insights, we will be using data analytics. To improve the customer experience, we want to give customer better experience. So customer will be giving some reviews, some feedback. Based on that, we'll be taking more decisions. Okay, customers are not happy with this particular feature, customers are very happy with this particular features, how we can improve, how, what exactly we can exclude, what exactly we can include. And it gives us the competitive advantage, so we can compete in the market. So what exactly is the process? First process is going to be collecting the data. Collecting the data from various sources. Data you can get in Excel file, you can get in CSV file. Data we can take from any databases that is stored somewhere on cloud or locally somewhere. Or we can also go and we can collect the data manually, like as I told you, like whenever the new newspaper will get launched in the city, they will start collecting the data. That is going to be the manual data collecting. The second thing is going to be, if we talk about the effective process, so data we have collected, now we have to clean the data. Clean the data, what does it mean? Data is not going to be always in the way we want. We have to remove the things that is not required. Let's say you are exploring a bank related data set where you have to find the trends, how many people are involved in like fraud and all, how many people like they are having credit card, how many people are paying the bills on times, what is the credit score and all. So you will target on this particular important things. But what is not going to be important for you? The customer's phone number, customer's bank account number. So this is not required in analyzing the data. What we are focused on, the main details, the major details. So once we are done with the cleaning, we'll go with analysis. So we'll try to analyze the data to dig out the patterns, what data wants to say. Now to dig out the patterns, what we use visualizations method, interpretation methods. Visualization, why it is important? Visualization, let's suppose you have a Excel sheet is having around 10,000 rows. I'm taking very few number of rows. But in the meantime, when you are going to work in the organizations, you will be working on the data that will be having millions of records. Millions of record means what? Millions of rows. That will be the real time data that you will be getting. Someone is saying my voice is not clear. Guys, is it clear? Can you give me a thumbs up in the chat if it is clear? Okay, it's clear. Nirmal is saying clear. Jill is saying clear. Okay, thank you everyone. Thanks for the confirmation. Yes. So what is the need of visualizing the data? I have to take some decision based on the data, or I want to understand the trends, how the sales are going up as expected to time, or how the sales are going up or down as expected to seasons and all, or profit and all. Now I can't go through each and every row. It is going to be very hard for me. let's suppose I am having 10,000 rows. I will remember first 10 rows, and after that, if I'll go with the 11th row, 12th row, there is like higher chance that I will forget what was there on the first row, third row, or fifth row. Now, instead of going through each and every row manually, we try to visualize this. If I'm going to visualize, what I will be getting the whole data in one glance. Visualizations basically help us to view the data in one glance. No matter like how many rows you are having 1,000 rows, 10,000 or millions rows. So we can view all the data in one glance. All right. Now, based on that, we will be taking the decision. Based on that, we'll be taking the decisions. Fine. So what types of data analytics we have? We have descriptive analytics, diagnostic, predictive, and prescriptive. Descriptive, what does it tell? I'll talk with some examples. I will be taking you to my drawing pad, and there I will be talking with some examples. So descriptive analytics, it is going to tell you what happened in the past, right? Basically, we try to understand like how much sales happened, how much profit happened, right? What was the total sales? What was the total profit? What was the total loss? How much we have spent totally on uh, the shipping, and what was the total profit by each particular product or by each particular category. Diagnostic analysis is going to tell us why did it happen. Okay, if sales were high in June, why the sales were low in December? So in diagnostic analysis, we'll try to dig out the reason why the sales drop, what was the reason behind it, right? Predictive analytics is going to tell us what could happen. That means we will try to predict the future, just like astrologer, not exactly astrologer, but some sort of astrologer we can say. So we'll try to forecast like what could happen in the future. The best example for predictive analytics you can take, nowadays lot of people are involved in trading, right? Stock trading and all. What they try to predict, they try to predict the graph will go up or graph will come down. Based on that, they will buy, they will sell, right? So predictive analytics is going to be based on like what could happen in the future, right? So here, what exactly we use statistical modeling, or you can say machine learning, regression. These are the techniques are getting used. So machine learning is going to come in the future class, so you will be you will become familiar with machine learning. You will be doing some projects on machine learning as well. So basically we'll try to predict how much sales will happen in January, how much sales will happen in February, how much profit we can generate in a quarter, in a year, next year, or next year, like that. Then we have lastly predictive analytics, sorry, prescriptive analytics. What prescriptive analytics tells us what can be done. Okay, what should we do? Okay, we know what happened, we know why did it happen, and we know what could happen in the future. Based on that, what we can do. Here we'll try to recommend the actions based on the predictions, what happened in the past, what model is predicting, what predictive analytics is saying. Based on that, we'll prescribe. That means we'll convey a message. Okay, this thing you can do. If sales were low in January, this thing you can do to improve. Particular steps we can convey. So it can be used for dynamic pricing strategy, route optimizations, and all these things. Route optimization, the best example you have in your hand, right? All of you are using phone. In phone, what you have Google Map. What type of route Google Maps show you? Can I get the answer over here? What type of route Google Maps show you? If you have to go from point A to point B, what type of route you will get? Shivam is saying shortest route. Dev is saying, I'm sorry, Meet is saying closest. I got one right answer from Dharya and Hers. Yes, exactly. Fastest. Fastest route. Not shortest route, quickest route, we can say. Most time efficient. I'll give you one example. I live in Bangalore. I live in Bangalore at a place. Uh, I live in South Bangalore. Let's suppose I have to visit West Bangalore. There are multiple routes to go from a particular place to South Bangalore. Multiple routes are there. So I have to visit a college last week. From city, it was showing only 23 kilometers. But the Google map suggested me to take a route that is 40 kilometers. So 23 kilometer wala route, it was going through the city, but that 40 kilometer wala route, it was going through a expressway. If I am going to take that city wala route, I would have spent more than 1.5 hours to reach that particular place. More than 1.5 hours. If I have to go through that city route, that is 23 kilometer wala route. But when I took that 40 kilometer route, that was suggested by Google. Google was saying don't go with Google Map was saying don't go with that 23 kilometer route. Take the long route, but it is going to save your time. Yes, and that 40-kilometer route I covered in 50 minutes. But that was showing 23 kilometer route, it was showing more than 1.5 hours. So here we are getting the optimized route. So basically Google Maps give you the best route. Best, yes, I got the best answer from here, Devin. Based and optimal route based on the vehicle. Yes, based on the vehicle, what vehicle you're using. If I'm going to select, I'm going to go by car, always it will show me expressways and all. If I'll go with bike, it can show me some small roads and all where car will take some time, but by motorbike you can easily travel. Yes, less traffic route also. Yes, it is there. Less traffic routes also you will get. Fine. So all of you are already aware about it. That's good to see. So what are the tools and technologies we are using in analytics? So first of all, the tool that we will be exploring today is Power BI. Power BI is a type of BI tools. BI stands for business intelligence. What exactly business intelligence is, we will be discussing in just after a few slides. Similar to Power BI, we have Tableau, we have Excel, we have Python and R. I hope all of you are aware with Python, then SQL. Power BI and Tableau both are data visualization tool. In Power BI, we create reports. In Tableau, we create dashboards. But both are same. Reports are going to be nothing but combination of many different visuals. You can have pie chart, you can have bar chart, all the things. Same you can have in Tableau. But like why Power BI is more getting used. If you will see the market trend, you will find many companies, most of the companies are using Power BI only. Why not they are using Tableau? Tableau is also getting used by many companies, but as compared to Power BI, Tableau is getting used less. I'll tell you why. The first thing is Power BI, the subscription charge. As you know, organizations are not going to use the free version. We as a student, we will be using free version just for the learning purpose. Whatever it is, online version or desktop application, we will be using free version. Now free version has some limitations. Limitations means what? You won't be able to connect with the any cloud environment and all. So you have to log in with the company credentials, and companies should have the license for that particular tool. So Power BI, when it comes to the licensed version, that is the paid version that is getting used by organizations here, Power BI is going to be cheaper than Tableau. It's going to be cheaper, quite cheaper. And the second advantage that we are having with Power BI, we can create more interactive reports, or you can say dashboards, as compared to Tableau. Power BI is also easy to handle, very easy to handle. I'm not saying Tableau is not easy to handle. Power BI is easy to handle. Now you will say then if it is cheap, if Power BI is cheap, Sai, you can you can check the pricing. You can check the pricing. So Power BI, okay, where was I? Yeah, if Power BI is cheap and it is giving you more interactive reports and all, then why companies are using Tableau? The main reason that one advantage that Tableau is having, only one advantage as compared to Power BI. Tableau is expensive as compared to Power BI, but why few companies are using Tableau? Because Tableau works very well as compared to Power BI. I'm not saying Power BI will not work, but if you talk about the efficiency of working with large volume data when you're having more than millions of records and all, and many different databases you want to connect, that time Tableau works very well. That is the main difference. Excel, you already know. In Excel, we can have the data. We can also create reports in Excel. You can visualize the data in Excel. You can use many different functions and all formulas in Excel. Python and R both are getting used for data analytics. If you talk about Python, in Python, we use Pandas, the library for data analysis, and we use Matplotlib, Seaborn, all these things for visualize the data. The same thing, similar thing we have in R, but the library's name will be different. The thing that you can do in Python for data analytics, the same thing you can do in R language also. And for using R, we use mostly RStudio. Few syntax will be different, but many things are going to be common in Python and R. Okay, one good questions I got from Meet. Why do we use Python for large data rather than Excel? Okay, the thing is that Meet, Excel has some limitations. What type of limitations? When you will be handling large volume of data, that time you will face lag in Excel. Why we use Python? In Python, we will import the data and we'll create one object called data frame. We have loaded the data in Python environment as an object of data frame using pandas. And whatever the operations we are going to do related to data analysis and all, it is going to be much faster than we will do in Excel. The speed, the efficiency and all, right? And if you talk about visualizations, now you have a lot of choice to change the color, to change the like styles and all in Python as compared to Excel. And Python supports all the mathematicals like functions that we have, including trigonometry, calculus, linear algebra, all the things you can use in Python. Python is having a lot of libraries. For scientific calculation, we use SciPy. SciPy, there is a library called, stands for Scientific Python. And NumPy, very famous NumPy, called stands for Numerical Python. It is getting also used a lot. And operations with SciPy and NumPy, whatever the mathematical operations you are going to perform, it's going to be much faster as compared to you are going to do the same thing in Excel. And same thing is with R. R, the language is also a very powerful language. R is getting used by scientists. Scientists are using R for doing statistical calculations and all. And SQL, SQL we use to talk to a database, structured query language, a language that we use to talk to a database like MySQL, PostgreSQL, all these things to retrieve the data, to make changes in the database and all. Fine. I hope it is clear till now. Just a second. Yes. What is the scope of data analytics? Now, Basically, scope is not limited. If we talk about the scope of data analytics, it is not limited. Scope basically refers to the range of applications, which are the places we can apply data analytics, where the industries, the roles, skills, what will the future opportunities. Nowadays, data analytics is going to be a must having skill wherever you will go. Let me give you an example. You will say only analyst will be using data analytics part. You are also using data analytics, right? In your day-to-day life, you are using data analytics. You're taking data-driven decision. Everywhere there is a use of data analytics. Yeah, somewhere we are using tools, somewhere doing it manually, somewhere we are relying on many different technologies and all. Somewhere we are just doing all these things in our mind, but we are taking the help of data analytics. So basically, it is associated with collecting, analyzing, and interpreting the data that is going to support us in decision making. What type of decision? Data driven decision. Fine. And if you talk about the roles and all, okay, data analyst, there is a person, data analyst, who will be taking care of data analytics and all in the organization. But there is one more person called business analyst, product manager, right? And uh, project manager, data scientist. Everyone is involved in data analytics. Okay, very good question from Parthiv. Do AI may affect data analyst job? Answer is no. It is not going to affect data analyst job until unless you don't know how to apply AI in your workflow. Okay, look, AI. Everyone is talking about like this thing. AI will take the job. AI will take away the job. The thing is, AI is not going to take away the job. AI is here to help us to complete the same task that we can do in 10 hours in 2 hours. Let's suppose you are working on a project, any project, either it is software development project or you are doing an EDA project and all. The thing that you will require to complete 10 hours, with the help of AI, you can complete in 2 hours or 3 hours. It is just helping us. डेटा एनालिसिस में कंपनी हायर कैसे करते हैं, लाइक एप्टीट्यूड और टेक्निकल राउंड? ओके जिनल, बेसिकली डिपेंड्स ऑन द कंपनी. It totally depends in the on the company, what type of company you are applying for. Look, when a company will come to a college, I'm talking about this particular perspective, like how the hiring will go. If company comes in your college, or company is like giving you or company is hiring off campus. On campus things will be different, off campus things will be different. Now on campus, what happened, company comes with some number of positions. Let's suppose from your college they have to hire 50 people, but number of applicant for the same job could be 500. Sujal, I will come to your question. Your question is also good. Company comes to hire 50 people, but they have, the applicant are 500. Now for all the 500 people, they can't do the interview, right? If you are interviewing 500 people, how many days it will take? It will take a lot of time, right? So what they use these filters. Aptitude round is a filter. In aptitude, half of the students will fail. Those who are not good in mathematics and all, those who didn't, what we can say, or didn't practice the 10th and 12th level mathematics, uh, they will get filtered, right? Then they will be having GD round also. People, those who are not having good communication, again, they will get filtered. After that, they will be having technical round. Basically, they will try to compress the number of applicants. Okay, so many filters are there. Fine. Uh, what is the difference between data engineer and data analyst? What are the different skill set? Sure. Look, data analyst basically works on data where he will be taking the data from the different sources, and he's going to clean the data, he's going to pre-process the data, and he's going to perform EDA, exploratory data analysis, to dig out the insights. Based on that, we can take data-driven decision. Whereas data engineer, they are responsible for creating the architecture of the database. Architecture of the database. They are working on big data technologies like Hadoop, Spark, and all. They know the concept of data warehousing, data lakes, how to create the pipeline. So they are also responsible for creating the pipelines. Data analysts are not going to create pipelines, right? But data engineers are going to create the pipelines. If I am using one application, let's say I'm using Instagram, I'm uploading a photo, I'm uploading a reel, how this data will go and it will get stored in their storage platform, whatever the storage platform you're using, like it's a cloud platform, how the data will get stored, how other users will access the data, how the likes will get added and all. So we have to create a pipeline for this. All these pipelines are created by or designed by data engineers only. So that's the difference. So data engineers mostly work on how the data, the flow of the data, and data analytics will work on digging out the insights. Okay, let me just come back to, I will be taking your questions at the end of the session, guys. Fine. Applications of data analytics. Yes, business reporting dashboard. We have already talked a lot on this. Reporting to give you the whole overview of the business in one glance. We create dashboards and all. Predictive modeling to predict the sales, the risk, demand, and supply, to manage all these things. Process optimization in operations, like let's suppose a process takes 1 hour to complete, how we can minimize that time, right? So all these things will be there. Customer segmentation and personalization. Customer segmentation and personalization means what? Look, very simple. I'll take example of YouTube, right? Or let's say the ads that you're watching everywhere. What type of ads you are watching? The ads that you are getting on all this platform, that is let's say um, YouTube, Instagram, are the things that you're looking for. Let's suppose you want to buy a shoe, you will search on Amazon, Google, or Flipkart, anywhere. If you're going to search, you will start getting ads of similar products everywhere. Similar products ads you will be getting everywhere, like whatever the platform you're using YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, everywhere you will be getting this type of ads, similar ads. Or simple example, you can say before joining your college, you might have searched top 10 engineering college in my city. After that, you started getting ads of mini colleges. So basically, companies want to show the ads to only those customers, those who are interested in those type of products. If I want to buy a smartwatch, but I am getting the ads of refrigerator, that is not going to help the business to grow with respect to the company. Segmentation means what? We used to divide the customer in different groups and all, right? A customer having the age of let's say a customer of age 18 and he's male, his shopping pattern will be different. If the same age we are going to take a girl, her shopping preference will be different. If I'm going to increase the age, if a 40-year-old man or if a 40-year-old woman is going to buy something, again it is going to be different. So we can create 4 different segments. For 18-year-old boy, we can recommend some gaming consoles and all. For 18-year-old girl, we'll be showing some dresses and all. And this type of things you will be getting. Like this is really, it's happening. It's taking place. And if we talk about more on personalization, what type of videos you see on YouTube, right? In the recommendations, you see in the recommendations. So it is totally depends on what's your watch history. Let's suppose I'm watching only Shinchan whole day. the recommendations I will be getting Shinchan or related cartoons, right? If I'm watching only cricket all the day, I will be getting the videos on cricket. The same thing is getting applied on Instagram. What type of reels you see? Boys mostly will get reels based on cricket, football, or any some games and all. 60% of the time, girls will be getting reels based on, let's say, dressing, clothings, cosmetics. If you're going to see recommendations in your father's phone, YouTube videos and all, you will find he's watching news and all. So just you can, open anyone's YouTube or Instagram and start scrolling the reels. And but mostly on YouTube, you will find what type of videos they are preferring most. Right. So it's there, very common for everyone. So industry revolutionizing the data analytics, where it is getting used a lot nowadays: healthcare, finance, retail, logistic, education, sports. Starting from sports, I hope all of you have watched at least one cricket match on television live in your lifetime. How they are using data analytics? Can anyone give me example? Data analytics in cricket or football, any sports that you are using? Yes, very good, Nirmal. Predicting scores. So you will find they have written something called projected score. If a team is in 10 over, they have completed 10 over. If it's a T20 match, so they are going to tell like what could be the projected score, how much score they can take. Okay, performance of the player. Win predictions also we have. Yes, exactly, win prediction, right? But I'll tell you one more thing. Let's suppose if I talk about descriptive analytics, like what happened. Let's suppose you are watching the second inning. It's a T20 match, and in the second inning, you are in the 10th over. Just at the 10th over, they are going to show you one line chart, line graph. There will be line graph of different, two different teams. First will be blue, second will be green, or color could be anything. So it will show how, like, where that particular team were on the 10th over. You can see a graph completed for team A and team B, it will be between where exactly they are. Yes, comparative score analysis. Exactly. Comparison of scores at equal over. Exactly, Parth. Okay, I'm getting good response. Nice. Fine. If we talk about retail based example, we can take DMart and all. So they are using data analytics to manage the demand and supply. Let's suppose and any festival is going to come, and like Holi is coming this next month. So they will predict the demand. They are going to predict the demand, like what could be the demand this particular month for each particular product they are keeping in the store. So they have to manage the inventory based on that particular predictions, right? In finance, basically to taking the financial decision, which stock we have to uh, like buy, which stock we have to sell. So we do some analysis based on the past pattern, then we take the decision. In healthcare, we are using just to like see like the trends, how well the a particular patient is improving, and when he uh, can get the medication again. So we also try to predict, we also try to see the performance, how well the things are going on with the customers, sorry, patients. In logistic mostly to optimizing the roads. In education, you are a student, how basically it is getting used in education. So we try to analyze the industry trend, what is trending. Based on that, we take up the skills, we try to learn those skills so that we can directly go to the market. Fine. Okay, I'll come to the career over here. Someone was asking about career in the field of data analytics. We have data analyst. So data analyst, if you talk about data analyst should know SQL, they should know Excel, they should know Python, they should know BI tools. BI tools, it could be Power BI, Tableau, or any other BI tool. There are other BI tool in the market. BI developer, basically Power BI developer or Tableau developer, you will find. Data scientist. So if you are good in data analytics means what? All the four different data analytics, like like predictive, descriptive, prescriptive, descriptive, all the things then you can go for data scientist role. So data scientist role also involve the good understanding of the business, very good understanding of the machine learning algorithm, maths and statistics behind all the algorithms, right? So, and how to convey the message to the user or stakeholder. And they are very good in storytelling. Storytelling means what? If something happened, how you are going to convey the same to the stakeholder. So they are very good in that. Then we have data engineer also. So data engineer, as I told you, they will be the responsible person for creating the pipelines and all, and they help data science team to take the data that they want to do the analytics on. So data engineers are going to help them because they very well know how data warehouse works, how you are going to retrieve the data, that the data is required for the based on the client requirements and all. Technical skills, yes, SQL, Power BI, Excel, Python is also included. If you know R, it is also fine. But 95% of the company for data analytics, they prefer Python. But if you know R, that is a plus point for you. No voice. Guys, am I audible? Sujar is saying no voice. Clear, right? Sujar, check your connection. Fine. Thanks for the response, everyone. And yes, we need soft skills. Soft skill means what? Our communication should be good. Business acumen, that means the business understanding, what exactly the business we are working on. Look, at the end of the day, whatever the role you will go, you will be solving a business problem. If you want to solve a particular business problem, you should know that particular business. Let's suppose I am solving a banking related problem. I want to predict a particular transaction is a particular transaction that we had. It is genuine or not genuine, right? It is flagged or not flagged. I should have a very good understanding on the business of banking. Then only I can simply give some. Give some the particular what we can say the decision. For an example, let's say you have to buy a second hand car. You have to buy a second hand car. What are the things you are going to see? How many kilometers your car is driven, and what type of owner you are, second owner, third owner, or first owner. What is the fuel type? So you will gather these details. Based on that you will try to come up with some price. Now if you don't know anything about the cars, if you don't know any about things to this particular domain, how you will give a price? So that's why business acumen is important over here. And problem solving is going to be common for everyone. If you go in development, if you go in data science, if you go in testing, wherever you will go, you will be solving on problem. Your problem solving approach uh, should be good. And how it is going to be good? Just by practice. So you have to come with some problem and you have to start solving it. So that is only the way. By creating projects and all, we can learn all these things. Overlap, like insight driven thinking, storytelling with the data. As I told you, storytelling with the data means what? I come with some insights, but how I'm going to convey the same message to the stakeholders, the client. So this thing will come over there. Fine. So what are the future opportunities over here? So AI powered insights. Now this thing is getting happen, guys. Everywhere we are integrating AI. I will show you some use of AI in Power BI as well. basic use of Power AI in Power BI that all of you can perform with the free account also. No, I'm not saying with the business account, but free account you can do. Cloud-based analytics. Cloud-based analytics means what? Look, Power BI we can install in desktop. Power BI we can also have on an online platform. So there is an online tool also. Like for Power BI we have online app as well. That we are going to explore today. Power BI is also part of a whole infrastructure called Microsoft Fabric. In Microsoft Fabric, you will get data engineering, you will get machine learning, and one experience is also there called Power BI. So cloud-based analytics can be done over there. Self-service BI tools for non-tech users. So look, Power BI anyone can learn easily because there is no programming and all. Yes, some sort of calculations are there, but very minimal calculations are there. DAX language is there that can be, of even a fifth grade student can learn easily. So it can be used by non-tech users. We can get the real time as age analytics. Real time and age analytics means what? So basically, in organization, the reports we create, the dashboard we create, it has to be connected with the real-time data. Real-time data means what? The database that they are having, the company where they're storing the data. If something is getting changed in the particular database, that will also reflect to the dashboard or report that we are creating. And ethical data use, privacy compliances. So ethical, when we talk about ethics, we are talking about right and wrong. So whatever the data that we are using, it should be private to the organization. It should not be shared anywhere else. That's why people often use the paid version, because it will be on their cloud platform. No one can come and see. So in spite of doing all the things locally, they rely on a cloud platform. So where only organizations people can view that particular data or report. Now, as I told you, we'll be talking about business intelligence also. So in Power BI, BI stands for business intelligence. So basically, we are solving business problem, right? Business problem. Now, to solve business problem, we rely on data. We rely on data. Now, BI is nothing but a process of collecting, managing, and analyzing organizational data. Organizational means data means what? Business data, where we can yield the insights that is going to inform the business strategies and operations. Taking business related decisions based on data. Again, data driven decision that we will be taking for business, that is going to be nothing but business intelligence. Nothing but a set of technological process where we are doing the data analysis. That is BI, business intelligence. Why business intelligence is used? Why businesses use BI? So to understand the performance trend, trend means what? Like where are we right now? How much target we have achieved? How many targets we have to achieve? And what are the problems we are facing? Where we are lagging? All these things, the trends and all, we can see. Faster data-driven decision. Look, if we have the data, we can decide the things quickly. If we don't have the data, we have to rely on the instinct. Instinct means what? I will say, okay, tomorrow it will rain. I'm thinking, okay, tomorrow it will rain, but I don't know tomorrow it will rain or not. But if you will open your phone, you will find the weather report over there. And in weather report, you will find the chances. It will say there is a 40% chance of it will rain tomorrow, or 60% chance it will rain tomorrow. Now, this 40% chance, 60% chance, how they are getting, they're predicting based on the, you know, uh, the wind speed, the clouds, and all gathering in that particular area. Yes, identifying the opportunities, risk, and bottlenecks. What are the opportunities? What will be the risk factors? Right? How we can improve and monitor the KPIs. KPI basically stand for key performance indicator. Key performance indicator, we talk about numbers. Numbers means what? What is the total sales? What is the total profit? How much totally we have spent in giving the discounts and all? How much totally we have spent in shipping? We talk about the numbers. So basically, it gives us the quick, performance or the whole performance of the particular business. Charts and all, it is going to be the different thing, but KPI, we talk about the numbers, exact numbers. Okay, so there is a difference over here in business intelligence and data analytics. Data analytics tell you, okay, what happened, why did it happen, and what could happen. But in business intelligence, we are going to only focus on what happened. Okay, I have sold this particular thing. How much profit I have generated? How many units I have sold? So what happened? Tools we use for BI, mostly we use Power BI, Tableau. There are few more tools in the market that we'll be discussing. And for data analytics, we use Python, R, SQL. If you talk about output for BI tools, output is going to be nothing but dashboard or report and KPI. KPIs will be having in uh, okay, one question I have, sir, can I use Power BI in MacBook? Uh, I don't know your name. Your name is Deadpool over here. So basically, you have to use the online version. Deadpool. You have to use the online version. Online version means what? There you will be having some limitations. I will be coming to it in next few minutes. I will be coming to that as well. Online version you can use in Teams. You can use Microsoft Teams. That is the online version. You can't use desktop application. So that the limitations you are having. And in online version, a few things are not there. Some limitations are there that you will see. Whatever the I will be showing you with this thing that is desktop application, but I will be also help you to explore the online versions and all, where you can work whatever the device you are having. You are having MacBook or Windows PC or Linux and all. So we'll be talking about those things. In MacBook we can use, but we can't use desktop application. And like we know, Power BI is a product of Microsoft. Power BI is the product of Microsoft. So we won't be able to install it on the MacBook because Microsoft and Apple, they are competitor, right? Just a second, just a second. Just give me a minute. All right, yeah. So one more question, sir, is Power BI and Tableau same? Sujal is asking what is the difference? Look, Power BI is the tool of or product, we can say product of Microsoft. Tableau is the product of Salesforce. So these two are different products of different companies, but both of them do the same work. They are getting used for BI purpose, business intelligence purpose. We use for creating reports and dashboards. Okay. Power BI is cheaper. Tableau is expensive as compared to Power BI. Power BI, you can create interactive dashboards as compared to Tableau. Uh, but in Tableau, the major advantage that Tableau is having, you can work efficiently with large volume data. I'm not saying it with Power BI you can't do. People are doing, but if you talk about the efficiency, Tableau is better than Power BI. Only efficiency when it comes to large volume data. That's the basic difference. Fine. Output, we were talking about the output. Yes, in BI tools, the output is going to be dashboard, the KPIs, the charts we'll be talking about, the numbers we'll be talking about. But in data analytics, it could be deep analysis. That means like we'll be talking about what actions can be taken, what will happen in the future. So predictive models we use to create, more coding we do in the field of data analytics. Who will be the users? So BI users are going to be nothing but business users, executives, or you can say the stakeholder, the client. For them, we are creating the dashboard. So basically, clients want to see the overview of the business, how my business is performing. So they are non-technical people. Not always they will be technical. They will be non-technical people. They only want to see the reports. They want to see, okay, the graph is going up or down and all. Only that thing they can understand. While data analytics here, it is getting used by data analysts and data scientists to solve business problem. Okay. So with BI, we can only see what happened. With data analytics, we can tell why it happened and what could happen in the future. These things are going to be conveyed by why did it happen, why or what could happen by data analyst or data scientist. BI tool is going to be used by, okay, the reports will be developed by these people only, either data analyst or business analyst or data scientist, but the users, the end users are going to be business users and executives, the stakeholders. They want to see the overview of the business. What are the key components? So there are three major key components: data warehousing, dashboard and reports, and ETL process. Data warehousing is nothing but a concept of storing the data either in structured or unstructured way. So we have data warehouse where we try to connect our BI tools to fetch the data. Right? You can say a database also, not exactly database, but a place where we are storing the data in the structured and unstructured way both. ETL, basically it is a process. So there are two things, guys. We have ETL and we have ELT. ETL stands for extract, transform, load. Basically, first of all, we used to extract the data from the sources. Then we transform the data in the way we want. Then we load data where we have to use. Where we'll be using it? We'll be using in Power BI, right? So then we will be creating dashboards or reports. So these are the three major components of business intelligence, BI. If we talk about the workflow or the architecture of BI, so we will be having data sources, different data sources from where we'll be performing ETL, we'll be extracting the data, we'll be transforming the data, and we will be loading the data to the place we want. The place is going to be nothing but data warehouse, where you can say a stop where data is getting stored. All the things warehouse, you know about warehouse, like uh, a large storage, a vast storage, where we are storing the things in a structured or an unstructured way. From there, we will be loading the data over here in BI tool, let's say Power BI. And after that, we'll be creating the dashboards and all. And based on the reports and dashboard, whatever we see, whatever the insights we are taking out, on that, we'll be taking data-driven decision. So this is the workflow, or you can say the architecture of BI. Common tools that are getting used in the market, it's Power BI on the top of the list always, because of the interactivity and the pricing. Because companies have to buy the license. You will be using free of course, but companies, if they're using for their organizational purpose, they will be buying the license. Then Tableau, we have Click. We have different tools also in the market. Not only it is related, limited to only these three. There are other tools also. Google is also having its own tool, and many companies are having their own tools. Few companies, they develop their own BI tools. But concept of all these tools are going to be same, to create a report or a dashboard that is going to give the overview of the data, the whole overview of the data, right? Okay, now we'll be starting with Power BI. Before moving ahead, I just wanted to take some questions from you. Anyone having any doubt over here? The last question that I have answered, that was yes, is Power BI and Tableau same? Is it clear? Can I get a thumbs up here? Or if you have any doubt, just put that doubt in the comment. Sorry, in the chat box. Clear, clear, perfect, perfect. No doubts. Uh, so guys, basically I will be using Power BI desktop and all, and I will come back to this slide. But before moving ahead, I want you to install, if you are using Windows PC, those who are using MacBook and all, for them also we have one option that I will be letting you know. So Power BI we have discussed a lot. Okay, what was the last point of Power BI? Let me take you back to that particular slide, Darshan. Just a second. So last part of BI architecture is data-driven decision. Okay. Why we are creating this thing, the dashboard and all, to take data-driven decision based on what happened, what data is telling us. Fine. So basically data speaks, we have to hear. And to hear those things, we use reports and dashboards. Fine, let's move ahead. Yes, so I was talking about Power BI desktop. So Power BI desktop is nothing but a tool developed by Microsoft. It's a product of Microsoft that is getting used for BI data visualization and all. Basically, it converts the data into interactive reports and dashboards. Okay, so as you can see on the screen, and it is low code or no code. Why I'm saying low code? No code is there. You don't need to write any code over here. Without writing a single line of code, you can create an interactive dashboard. But low code is also there. The best thing about Power BI is within the Power BI, you can use Python and R. Let's suppose you want to create something. You know how to use Matplotlib. You know how to use Seaborn, these libraries. Uh, okay, just for checking this thing, I hope EDA is covered for you. Are you familiar with Matplotlib and Seaborn libraries, guys? Yes. Okay. Now you can relate this thing. Now let's suppose you want to create something. You want to create one visual, but you don't know how to implement that thing in Power BI, but you know how to implement it using Python. How you can add the colors, how you can add the effects and all in Python. You know all the things. You can use Python over here. So that's why we are saying low code. If we talk about one language that we use over here, that is going to be DAX. DAX is not a programming language. We will be talking about DAX maybe tomorrow. It is going to be a language that we will be using to maybe to change some particular fields that we'll be having to implements new things in the particular. Let's suppose you have to create new columns and all, and you want to perform some calculations and all. For doing those calculations, we'll be using DAX. We'll discuss about DAX in deeply in the next session. Let's move ahead. Why we should choose Power BI? I have already told you a lot of things. Why the difference you have asked about in Power BI and Tableau. The first thing, it is user friendly, and you will find it's very easy to use. Very easy to use. User friendly, and even a fifth grade student, not even a fifth grade student, I will say a second grade student who know how to use computer, he can use Power BI. A fifth grade student can create an interactive dashboard, right? So Power BI is user friendly. It has strong Microsoft integration. What is Microsoft integration? Basically, we can integrate it with different tools. If I talk about my organization, in my organization, we use Teams, Microsoft Teams, to communicate. Like you have WhatsApp group, we don't have WhatsApp group, we have Teams. In Teams, we will be having some groups. Now, let's say I have to present something to my manager or my upper management. what is happening inside my organization and all, what are the targets we have achieved, or how many students we have trained, how many students have completed the course and all. I will be not saying it in a number, I will show them in Power BI. So Power BI can be used on Teams. So Teams is again a Microsoft tool where we can integrate it. And one Microsoft product I told you, Microsoft product is Microsoft Fabric. So Microsoft Fabric is a cloud platform where we can do a lot of things. Power BI is one of the experience over there. We call it as experience. We have data lake experience over there. We can create data lakes. We can perform machine learning, AI and all, right? And you can create the pipelines and all what data engineers do. So all the things can be done at a single place. So that's what integration is all about. And we can create interactive dashboards, cost effective. I told you earlier, as compared to Tableau, it is cheaper. So cost effective there, and AI and advanced features. So as you know, we are implementing AI everywhere nowadays. It is also getting implemented in Power AI also. So some sort of AI we are going to see today when we'll be creating a small report today, basic report. And yes, self-service and enterprise ready. Self-service means what? The tool that you will be using is going to be self-service. That means you are using for learning purpose. But I'm not saying you can't use it for business, but if you want it to share to your team members and all, where you have to work with vast amount of data, that time you have to use enterprise version, that is the paid version. So self-service and enterprise ready, both things are there. Yes, so we have three different things over here. Power BI desktop. So we can design and build reports on Windows PC. Power BI desktop is only for Windows PC. Then we have Power BI service. Service means, it is going to be on the cloud platform where we can share, we can publish, we can also collaborate with our team members to complete the reports and all these things will be online. And if a particular thing is online, if a particular thing is online, it can be accessed through any device. It can be accessed through phone, it could be accessed through Windows PC, it could be accessed through Mac. So Mac people, you will be using online version. Then we have Power BI mobile. So Power BI mobile, with mobile you are not going to create the dashboard and all. Let's suppose you are the business owner and your team has just published the report and you are traveling somewhere, you can't open the laptop and you can see, but you can view that all the things in your phone, right? So we have a app also that you can find in Power. It's in Play Store. If you are using Android phone, it is in Play Store. I'm not sure about Apple. You can check, but I'm very sure about Power BI mobile. It's there in App Store. Sorry, not App Store. It is in Play Store. In Android app and phones, you can install and you can use it. Yes. So it is free. Windows application is free. You can use it, and major reason to make it free is what? Initially, who will be using it? Students will be using it, right? And students don't want to pay fee for the cloud and all. And if you want to pay something for the cloud and all, you will be using credit cards and all that you don't have. So we have the free applications for that. We can connect it with different data sources like Excel, SQL, databases, web, cloud and all. A few things will be limited for the free version, that is I'm saying about desktop version. Few things will be limited for that. We can use it to clean the data, transform the data, to create a data model. Data model is going to be different thing, machine learning model is different thing, and finally to visualize the data. And whenever you're going to save a file, it will get saved as .pbix. .pbix, this is the extension of a file that you will be having for sharing or publishing. So let's suppose you have created a dashboard. You can save the dashboard. It will get saved in your system with this extension .pbix, and you can share it to your team member or your friends. They can directly open the report. They don't even need that particular data. They can see the report. So core tool in the Power BI ecosystem is for report building. So what are the key features of desktop? So we can connect it with multiple data services like Excel, online platforms and all will be there. We can easily clean and transform the data. Look, transformation can be done before importing or loading or after loading. So ETL process, I'm just thinking about ETL process. In ETL, we used to extract, transform, and load. So we can extract the data from anywhere, different sources. And now it's our requirement. Do I want to transform the data and load the data? I can perform ETL, I can extract, I can transform before loading, then I can load. Or I can perform ELT. ELT means what? I will extract the data, I will load the data, and if it needs transformation, that time I will be transforming. So two things are there, ETL and ELT. We can create data models. Data models are nothing but, let's say you have an Excel sheet. In Excel file, you are having an Excel file that we call as workbook, right? And in that Excel file, you have three different sheets. You have three different sheets. Now you have to make some relationship between those sheets. That time we will be creating data models. Yes, and designing interactive reports and dashboards, that is the most obvious things. And the very, very important thing about Power BI, let's suppose you want to, in future, you want to go on the role of a Power BI developer and all. You have to master this thing that is DAX. DAX we use for calculation, creating measures and all in Power BI. Power BI workflow is very simple. We connect to the data sources. We transform the data using Power Query. We used to create the model data. We will be creating calculations over there using DAX, as I told you. Then we will be building the reports. After that, if we build the report, we'll be format the report, we'll customize. Format the report means what? Let's suppose I have created a pie chart. I want to change the color of the pie chart. I want to change the background of the pie chart. I want to add shadow. I want to change the font and all the things we can do. And lastly, we save it as a .pbaxe file. That is a Power BI file. And later on, we can simply publish it on Power BI service. And one more thing I must tell you. So those who are thinking they want to go in this particular field, for you guys, you have to put this thing in your resume. I hope all of you know this thing. If you are in third year or in final year, you might have prepared your resume, or you're planning to prepare a resume. In our resume, we have to add our three best project. Three best project. Those who are targeting data analyst role or Power BI developer role, they have to add at least one Power BI project. So three best project you have to add. It could be anything related to the domain that you are applying for the job. One project is going to be on Power BI if you're applying for BI role or data analyst. And that is going to be published, right, on online app. So people can simply click on the link. So link we have to provide with the project. People can click on the link. People means what? Recruiter. They will click on the link and they will see your work online directly. Right. So all these things we can do, and these things are important as per the resume and all. We have to mention all the details in the resume. Installing Power BI, I will come over here. How we can install over here Power BI. Guys, there are multiple options to install Power BI. Those who have not installed, they can do this thing. I will be telling you a very simple step. So first step is this thing. You can simply search on Google, download Power BI desktop. Those who are using Windows laptop, you have one more option. You can go to store. Okay. Microsoft Store. All of you know about Microsoft Store, this one. Yes, guys. Microsoft Store. This particular thing, yes or no? If it is not, if you're not having over there, you can simply search for store. You will get this Microsoft Store over here. You have to click on Microsoft Store. You have to click on Microsoft Store. Let me just have a look in the chat. Okay, fine. In Microsoft Store, here you have to search Power BI, Power BI desktop. Now you can see over here, Power BI desktop. I'm getting Power BI desktop over here. I'm repeating the steps again. What we have to do, we have to go to the search bar over here in our system as a taskbar. This is only for Windows user. Search for Power. Okay, Power BI is already there in my system. So we have to search for store. That is Microsoft Store. This particular application. It is a system application. You clicked here. Microsoft Store will open, and you know Microsoft Store, we can download all the applications if it is required. You can download games, you can download the tools that you want. But here, right, as of now, we are for Power BI. So we'll type Power BI and you will get this thing in the option, guys, Power BI desktop. What you have to install? Power BI desktop. We'll click here on Power BI desktop. For me, I'm getting the option open. But for you, here you are going to get. One option is going to be get. So click on get and install. Okay, one things from okay, Raj is saying, sir, all the versions like Mac, Windows, and mobile version more or less the same. We can learn equally from them. Yes. Mac, I'm not saying Mac version. There is nothing called Mac version of Power BI. Correcting you. There is no version for Mac. In Windows, we have this application, Power BI Desktop. You can install. But for the Mac user or those who don't want to install anything in their system, they can use online version of Power BI. Online version of Power BI is going to be basically like browser based tool that you can say. It will open in the browser. And if I'm using browser, I can use from any PC, whether it is Mac or Windows. Mobile version, if you talk about the mobile version is just for viewing the reports. You are not going to create the reports using mobile version. Okay? You are not going to create using you are not going to create reports, visuals and all. You are just going to view. If something is said by your friend, you can view it. If they have added you as a collaborator or you've got some file to open. All right, fine. Chaudhary, sir, I will download, but it works slow. Okay, you can download it later. So those who want to download, they can download it from here. Uh, all of you are getting this thing, or shall I go with that traditional method, searching on Google and all? Yes, guys. This is the easiest method that I can tell you. This is only for Windows people. For Windows people, they're using Windows laptop. Yes, one more thing is there, Power BI Report Builder. Uh, it is quite similar, but for it is not going to be for our purpose. You simply install Power BI Desktop only. Report Builder, basically, it also requires, organization login. So you don't have any organization email ID and all. So better to go with Power BI Desktop. Okay, sir, if I don't want this app, then can I use web version in browser in Windows? Yes, you can use Vasudev. Sir, for Mac, what we do? Okay, now I'm going to show you for Mac. One more thing I just wanted to show you. So with for this Windows people, just a second. Just a second, guys. Let me remove this thing. Let me just complete this thing, then I will go with Mac also. Okay. Fine. So you can go on Google, you can search. As of now, I'm for Windows people only. Power BI desktop download. Then you are going to download this thing by clicking on the first link. So the first link that you're getting, download Microsoft Power BI desktop from official web page. So click over there. Then in the next page that will open, you will get this download button. Select the language English only. Don't change the language. And here you will get two things to download. Okay, if you're downloading from here, you have to download this file x64. Okay, you have to download this file x64. Nowadays all of you are having 64-bit computer. Sorry sir, because I was disconnected to my router issue. Okay, downloading is done. For I'll explain that downloading again. Sure, you have to download this particular file if you are going with the browser methods and all, and your file will start getting downloaded, and you know what to do with the exe file. You are going to install it. So you will be opening it as run as administrator. Select the language. Just go with the flow over here. Accept the terms and condition. Select the place you want to install, and do create one desktop shortcut. Okay, that is going to be easy for you to open. Time saving method, we can say, and it will get installed and it will get finished and you will get it. Those who got disconnected, I'm repeating one thing for you. Look, there are two different methods. Whether you can go with this traditional downloading method that we used to search on Google. Okay, let me just repeat this thing. We have to search Power BI desktop, download this particular application. The first thing that you will get from Microsoft official website, and here you will get a download option at the bottom. Language need to be selected as English only. And when you will come over here, you will find multiple things to download, but you have to select this one, that is PBI Power BI desktop setup x64. Size is going to be a bit more as compared to the previous one, but you have to use this one. This software will get downloaded in few minutes based on your internet connectivity, and you have to right click on this setup file and run as administrator. Select the language English, click on next, just go with the flow, select the terms and condition and install. It will get installed, and once this is finished you can launch it. And non-traditional method, that is nothing but for the Windows people, they can open this store. I'm repeating this thing guys, just a second. What we need to do, we need to go in the search bar. We have to open store, that is Microsoft Store. This one you will find in every Windows PC. This is system software, system application. So click on Microsoft Store. Here you are going to search for Power BI desktop. Once you get the Power BI desktop option, just click here and you will get the option get. Here I am getting open because it is already installed in my system. Obviously, you will be getting the option get. You have to just click on get. It will get installed, and after it is installed, you will get the open button like me. Now let's go for the online version. Okay, people with online. I will come back to this. This thing that is. Okay, one more question we have got. Sir, please wait. It's downloading. I'm not doing any practical things right now, Sanjana. No problem. Take your time to download. Sir, does Chrome downloaded version and Microsoft Store downloaded version are different? No, it's not different. It's not different. Look, same application that I'm taking example of this thing, Android phone. Few application you can install directly from your Play Store. But some application you can also have at other places. You can download from a website. When you're downloading from a website, you are downloading APK file, right? But what happened when we install something from um, Play Store? First of all, it will get downloaded and it will get installed. So we are not going to do two things, download and install. It will get automatically installed. So that's why our preference is going to be easiest method. So Microsoft Store, just like Play Store or App Store that you are having in your phone. It's on you which method you want to download. Don't get confused, guys. The easiest method that I have told was from Microsoft Store. You can go with Microsoft Store wala. Okay, both are going to be same. The versions are not going to be different. Uh, the thing that you're going to install from Microsoft Store is going to be the latest version, and the application that the exe file that you will be downloading from the website, again the versions are going to be same. From two different places we are getting the same. Fine. Let me go to the people who want to use it online. For you guys, what you can do, simply you can search Power BI online. Okay, Power BI online. I'm searching Power BI online free like you would do. And here we have this option, app.powerbi.com. I will click over here. I will share this link with you. I'll share this link in the chat. You have to log in first. I am already logged in with my credentials. Let me share this link in the chat to everyone. Yes, this is shared. So you can use it over here online. One option you have online. So, but it will be having a little bit limitations. All the things that you can do in the desktop version that you won't be able to perform over here. But whatever is required is there. From here we can click on new report and all. We'll be creating the new report. And the second thing, we can also use it in the Teams. Look, Teams, I think you can download in the Mac PC also. Teams is supported in Mac PC, so you can download or install Teams, and you can also use in Teams through the Teams. So here you can see I am opening in the Teams. So I have this option, open in Teams. I clicked over here and it's saying this site is trying to open Teams. Okay, I'll allow it, open my Teams app, and my Teams app will get opened. And let me show you. Okay, here you go. Inside the team application, I'm using this Power BI service. And whatever I can do online over there on the browser based version, I can do the same thing over here. Right? Mac users, it is clear to all. Are you able to access online version? Sir, what about the sign in option? So you can sign in with your Microsoft account, the account that you have created on Microsoft. Yes, online open in PC. Yes, perfect. You can sign in with your Microsoft account. If you're not having any Microsoft account, you can create a new one with your personal email ID. Attendance will be taking in the afternoon session. Viral. All right. All right. Can we move ahead now? Is it clear to all? Installation and all, and using the online versions. Sir, can we use both online and app? It's on you, Hers. What you want to use, you can use both. Look, preferably I will be using a desktop version. But let's suppose you want to use online version, you can use online version. It's your choice, right? Fine. Let me just take you to the slide again. Few more things we have to discuss over here, and we'll be starting with practical part also. Where we were here. Okay. So when you are going to install Power BI, when you are going to finish the setup, this thing will come to you. You can say this is the home page for you. What exactly we are getting over here? We are having blank report that we will be creating. We will be creating blank report only. One leg data, one leg catalog. One leg basically is a service provided on Microsoft Fabric and Microsoft. Sorry, Microsoft Azure, where we are storing data in data lake. Data lake is also a concept where we place where we store the data. So we can connect the data from there. Excel workbook, SQL servers, learn with sample data. Sample data means what? You also get some sample data for practice from Power BI. And you can also explore this thing, get the data from other sources. Other sources means what? You can take the data from different sources. Fine. So here, what we have to do, guys, we have to click here on blank report. We have to click on blank report. Once you have clicked on blank report, you will land on this page where you will be getting this option. So here you have the option for tables. And these are the options that we can see, import data from Excel, import data from SQL Server, paste the data into the blank table. Blank table means what? The table that you are having, you can simply copy and paste the data and use sample data. And other option we have, that is get data from another resource, another source. Talking about this particular tool, as we know, you are all of you are familiar with Microsoft tools. Many things are going to be simple. You have used Excel, you have used Microsoft Word, so you will be getting all these things in the ribbon, that is home, insert, modeling, view, optimize, help, and all you will be getting in the ribbon. Sir, Power BI cannot signing with Microsoft Mail. Okay, you can't sign in through personal email. Tawfiq sir, are you there?
Yes, Piyush sir.
So can students register on online Power BI with their personal email, or
Anything is fine. This Power BI in Teams, if they're using the Teams, they'll not be able to get this free access. But online version, they can use the free version with their personal Gmail ID.
okay? But people are saying Power BI desktop is free. Some students are telling that I can't sign in with personal email ID.
You can use the Microsoft ID.
Yes.
Microsoft Teams.
So Microsoft, all of you have already registered with Microsoft ID, right? So use Microsoft ID, the account that you're having. It requires work Microsoft email. Okay, it's saying it requires work Microsoft email.
It would be better, right? Like if you use the desktop application only. I believe most of you are having the Windows operating system. You can install it. See, in online version, a few services are limited, so everyone are requested to use the desktop version only.
All right, no problem. So you can install. So practicals and all will be, going to see after. It's saying use work email in desktop. No need to sign in the desktop. If you have downloaded it, you don't need to sign in. Okay. If it is already downloaded, there is no need to sign in the desktop app. Don't do sign in, directly use it. Fine. Let's move ahead. So we have Ribbon over here. A few more things. How to use online. Sure, I'll repeat it. I'll repeat it. Let me complete this thing. Let me just go a little back over here, guys. So once we are finished with installing Microsoft Power BI desktop, you will get this thing open over here. This is the main application where we have to click on blank report. Blank report. Once you clicked on blank report, your report will open, and this is nothing but your uh, the home page, you can say, or the home tab over here, where you get this multiple options. We'll be exploring all these things. On the top we have ribbon, where we get home, insert and all, modeling, view, optimize, help option. And on the right hand side we have visualization pane. Visualization pane means what exactly you want to use. You want a bar chart, you want a line chart, or you want a pie chart, donut chart, maps and all. So all these things are there, right? And you have this option R and Py. Py means what? Python. R is our language. So all these things are, you can explore all these things. And here we have two different type of view. The first one is report view, then second one is table view. In report view, we'll be creating the visuals. In table view, you can simply look into the data, just like you open MS Excel and you can see the data. So table view is very simple. Apart from this, any questions you have, I'll show you. I will open it. Yes, desktop application, you don't need to sign in. Let me show you desktop application that I have. Okay, I'm just going to use it. Let me open my desktop application. From here, the application that is installed in my system, I'm going to open the same. Now here you can see it is giving me the sign in option, but I can use it. Desktop application, you can use it without signing in. Okay, no need to sign in. Previously I had signed in with my company's email ID, but I can simply sign out from here and I will be able to use it. Okay, you don't require any sign in option over here. And what we have to do, you will get this particular options, that is blank report, data, or one like catalog, Excel workbook, server, learn with sample data. Sample data also you can get, another data sources and all. And whatever the things you have saved, you will find it over here. Look, like a few of the things I have already completed earlier. So all these files you will find with .pyx extension. .pyx extension. Or else if you want to open the existing one, so you have this option, open. You can open it from your folder, or if you have connected with the OneDrive and all, so or you can browse in your system. All these options we have. What I told you to click on blank report. And here what we have basically, we have first option, import data from Excel, import data from SQL Server. But you will say, sir, only these two things are there, and what about the others? Here you go. At the bottom here, you will find get data from another resource. And how many resources are there? Let's click here and let's see. We can take Excel workbook. We can use text or CSV file. CSV means comma separated value file. That you might have used earlier in DA class. XML, JSON, PDF, a folder you can take, SharePoint folder that is on the cloud platforms, Parquet file. We can connect with SQL Server database, Oracle database, IBM DB2, MySQL database, Postgres, SAP and all. And you will have also Microsoft, platforms also like Azure, right? We can connect with Azure SQL database and all. all the Microsoft platform integration is there, including Google Analytics, Adobe Analytics, GitHub, and all, and a lot of things are there. Here you can just explore. Lot of things are there. It is not limited. A to Z you can have, right? We have option for MariaDB also, LinkedIn Learning, so we can connect with various sources. Now if you want to separate, you can find, I was talking about Microsoft Fabric, right? So here if I'm going to click on Microsoft Fabric, so these are the things that I can connect Power BI with on the Microsoft Fabric platforms. That is data flow, SQL database, KQL database, lake houses, warehouses, data marts, Power BI semantic models that I have already created. So all these things I can use to connect, and whatever the platform that I am going to use, let's say I want to take warehouse, it is on Microsoft Fabric. I have to log in with that credentials. So to use Microsoft Fabric, you should have the company's email ID and all, and the company also should have that particular thing, that is the license on their domain name. Then only you will get, you will be able to use all those things. You can explore other things as well, like Azure and all. Again, to use anything from Azure and all, you should have something on Azure, and Azure is a Microsoft Clouds platform. To use Azure, you need, again, Azure account. It is going to be on your company's domain ID. Other online services we have, so many services we have over here. So basically here what we will be doing, we'll be connecting with Excel workbook. We'll be connecting with Excel workbook. You will be getting a workbook that we will be using for the demo today in the group. Let me check the group. Okay, course is saying I cannot use my personal account. It is needed as an email. Course, you do no need to sign in. No need to sign in. Don't sign in. Let me go back over here. So you are here, right? Course, you don't need to sign in over here. Don't sign in over here. For me, it is already signed in because everything is logged in with my company's email ID. That's why you can see for me it is signed in. I can also log out and I can use desktop application. For desktop application, there is no need of sign in until unless you want to store it somewhere online. Attendance link, attendance I guess will be taken in the second half, right? Tawfiq sir, attendance we will be taking in second half.
Yes, students. Attendance will be shared in the second half. Attendance link.
Mhm.
And whatever the doubts you have, we'll just clarify in last 5 minutes. Okay. Around 11:55, you can ask the doubts. We can just clear your doubts. In the meanwhile, we can just focus now on the content.
Okay, so Jeet is saying, sir, I have MacBook and I cannot access an online version without work email. Is there any solution? Okay, if it is asking for work email, if you're not able to log in with your personal email ID, then there won't be any solution. Um, no problem, Jeet. You can learn the things over here. Yes, there is a drawback. You won't be able to practice. I'm not saying you're using MacBook and it is that drawback over there. No, it is not your fault. One very good option we have got from Prithvi. What Prithvi is suggesting, use VirtualBox, install Windows. Can you do these things, It VirtualBox, you can install Windows inside the VirtualBox, and inside VirtualBox, you can download Power BI. Power BI mobile can be used only for viewing the dashboard and all, right, Nirmal? Mobile is not the solution. Any other doubts you have, guys, related to the data analytics that we have discussed, the roles and responsibilities, whatever we have discussed? what thing we do in desktop of Power BI version? We can do all the things. We can create reports and all. We can use DAX. All the things we can do. Sir, what about using Copilot? So Copilot is going to be used if you are using online version, or the licensed version, we can say the paid version. I don't think it Copilot will get supported in your Power BI over here. Let me just open blank report, and here I have the Copilot option. Okay, I can click over here and one window will get open. But I hear what you can see, like I have to select the workspace and all. Let me just open it again. I have to select the workspace. So workspace I have not created. Workspace should be in the cloud to access all the things. For you guys, Copilot option is not going to work because to use Copilot, we need a work email. Okay. Only then you will be able to use. Again, it is saying select the workspace. I have to create the workspace for that. Workspace is going to be on the cloud platform, online somewhere, not on the offline. Any other things? We will be, start doing the practicals in the second half. Like we'll be having session at 1 o'clock as well, right? Apart from this, any other thing, guys? How many of you have installed? Can I get a count? Give me a thumbs up if it is installed in your system. You're able to use. Perfect. Dhruv, okay. So you're raising the hand to confirm. Install. Very good, very good. It is done. Hers, if you are using online, then only login problem is there. If you are using desktop application, no need to log in. No need to log in. All right. I'm getting a good response. So perfect. Sir, in second half session, are you going to do practicals? Yes, Jay. We'll be doing practicals only. It is going to be all about practicals. Okay, Tanay. Fine. So are you able to use it, Tanay? Everyone is getting some problem. Okay, sir, I have used my college ID. So with the college ID, you are able to use. So guys, we got one solution from Tanay. If you're having college email ID, if you're using college email ID, then you can use. Okay, so course is saying can't use. I tried. So Tanay, one question: is your college email ID done on Outlook? Yes, Rudresh, you can have an 30 days trial account. Yes, you can create a trial account, but don't use credit card and all. Okay. I don't recommend the use of credit card to do any payments and all. Don't go with that. Even if you're having credit card, don't use it anywhere. Okay, so Tanay is saying he has used the student ID which was given by college. But other students who are tried, they are not able to do. All right, no problem. So only one solution we have for the MacBook users. What you can do, you can use a virtual box. There you can install Windows, and in that Windows you can use Power BI. You can install Power BI. if you're not able to log in on the online versions. Okay, for her, student ID is not working. Why not to use credit card? Because if you use credit card and you have selected one option that is pay as you go, at the end of the month you will be getting the amount in thousands. Do you want to pay in thousands? So here in this program we only recommend to use free sources, right? We are not asking you to pay anywhere. That's why I'm recommending you don't use credit card anywhere. Sir, who should sign in the weekly report? Weekly report. I'm not sure about it. Part weekly report. Which weekly report you're talking about? Who should sign in the weekly report? Tawfiq sir. Is there any weekly report for the students?
We'll let them know like in the afternoon session.
Okay. In afternoon session, we will.
Yes, yes.
Sir, can you provide today's PPT? Can we provide today's PPT? I think in it is there in their EMS, right, sir? Sorry, LMS.
No, PPTs are confidential. Like we are not supposed to share that one.
Mhm.
Rather, they have the study material, the course materials and all.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
so you will be having all these things.
We'll be sharing the manual workflow, like the projects, whatever we are doing, that will be shared.
Quick revision of today's session. So, Anju, today we have started with data analytics. We got to know about bits and bytes of data analytics. Then we discussed BI, that is business intelligence, difference between data analytics and business intelligence, and we started with Power BI. And as of now, we have not completed the practical part of Power BI that is going to be covered in the afternoon session after lunch break. After lunch break, that will be covering for sure. Video recordings, I think you will be getting the video recordings, right? On opening Power BI desktop, it's showing error. Class not registered. Uh,
We'll be sharing the recording soon.
hmm.
They'll be getting the recording.
Pratik, have I think you need to restart your system. Try again. I can't able to open Power BI. Aneri, you are not able to open Power BI. So uh, try to open through Microsoft Store. In Microsoft Store, open it. I'll show you. If it is installed, just go to Store like this and search for Power BI and open it from here. You will be able to open it. Okay. How to download certificate after completing the course from MSN. We'll discuss on this after the break. Okay.
Sir, they have the AMA session where they can clarify all the doubts. So they
Okay.
can attend over there and they can just clarify whatever the doubts they'll be having.
Okay. All right, sir.
Yes. I think we are good to close the session because we have
Yeah.
to start the session again at 1 p.m.
All right. All right, everyone. Thank you. Thank you for attending the session now. We'll be meeting again at 1 o'clock. So see you at 1 o'clock. Please join on time.
Recording stopped.
Thank you.